demonstration of another way to make a pleated mask using fabric ties, a nose wire, and a filter pocket. I am starting with two pieces of fabric, a lining fabric and an outside fabric. I've started with a 7.5 inch by 8 inch long size. You can make it larger or smaller depending on the size of the person who's going to be wearing it. So what I'm going to do is, they're both identical right now. The lining side I am going to serge off about half to 3/4 of an inch off the bottom. This will be the bottom of the lining which will serve as the filter pocket. Now I'm going to match it back up along the top edge with the outside fabric. And I'm going to take my cardboard template that I have pre-pleated, and they're pleated identically. I will put one on the front and one on the back. And clip them at the top. And now I'm just going to follow the pleats. Okay, and now, as you can see, the lining is a little bit shorter as we wanted, and I'm going to serge down the two sides to hold the pleats in place. Now that those are together, I'm going to go to the sewing machine to finish off the rest of the mask. Now I have cut ties, 4 ties, 16 inches long each, and I've pinned them to the corners of my mask. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little zigzag stitch to hold those on before I proceed to the next step. One of my ties fell off, so I'm going to go ahead and pin that on. Something went wrong with my stitch there, but this is only temporary anyway because we're going to be adding a binding there, which will actually hold the whole thing together better. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of bias tape. This is homemade bias tape. You can use store-bought bias tape if you like, or you could even use ribbon. So I will go ahead and I'm going to pin this to the top edge, of the mask. Now I'm going to stitch a little bit to the right of the fold, so that I have actually a little bit more fabric to play with on the other side. Okay, so now that that's attached, I'm going to bring this to the other side like this, and I'm going to slip in my prong fastener. So this is something you can buy from the office supply store. It's called a prong fastener, and I straighten it out like this, and I'm going to be slipping that inside when I stitch. Okay, so the one on the bottom is actually just decorative. It's not really serving much of a function. So I can go ahead and do that all in one step. It doesn't need to be quite as precise. And there's your completed mask.